Court costs can be really expensive. It's a fee that you're assessed in addition to any possible fine for your traffic ticket or misdemeanor offense. Let's break these down right now. Hi, I'm Derek Martin with Driver Defense Team, and our law firm represents a lot of people with traffic tickets and other driving related offenses here in Illinois. And so today we're talking about court costs. What are they? When are they assessed? And how much are they? Because we do not want this to be a surprise for you. It can be pretty expensive and you're going to be upset if you're not aware of these court costs. So first of all, what the heck are they? Court costs are a mandatory assessment in addition to a fine. So you have a traffic ticket in court, maybe you have a fine of say $100. Well, on top of that, you're going to be assessed court costs. Unfortunately, you're not going to just be paying $100. You're going to be paying $100 plus these mandatory assessments, these court costs. And they can vary from county to county and even from city to city, depending on the prosecuting agency. And so right here with me, I have the court costs in Cook County. And it's a bunch of small fees that add up to one big fee. For example, $12 goes to the arresting agency, $25 to a court automation fund, $25 to a document storage fund, $115 goes to a general fund. You get the idea. These are all fees that go to the county agencies and those things. It's basically the cost of using the courthouse, among other things. In Cook County, these add up for a traffic ticket to $254.50. Other counties are similar, even more expensive in some areas. So that's what these are. And now, how do you avoid them? Well, the only way to avoid these tickets is really there's two different ways. One of them is by not going to court. Right? That may be an option for you. Now, if your ticket is marked mandatory, well, then you got to go to court and you're not going to get out of these that way. But if you have the option on a regular traffic ticket, sometimes you have the option of sending in that ticket either through the mail or online and paying a fine or a fee. Now, the benefit of that is that you do not typically pay court costs with that, at least not these court costs with that. The bad news is, though, you're pleading guilty, so you have no chance of fighting that ticket in court. So if you pay that online and you plead guilty or you request court supervision, that might be an okay option for you. You'll get out of the court cost, but this could be hitting your record and you got no chance of fighting it. So for every positive, there's obviously a negative as well. That's an option. You can consider it. You can talk to us if that's what you want to do, and we can walk you through it. But the other option, and quite honestly, probably the better option most of the time, is to go to court and to fight that ticket. Now, court costs will be mandatory unless your ticket is either dismissed or you are found not guilty. So if it's dismissed or found not guilty, no court costs. It doesn't hit your record. Those are the best outcomes possible. Other than that, you're going to be assessed these mandatory court costs. And finally, the amount. Like we talked about, it's $254 here in Cook County. Lake County, DuPage County can even be a bit more expensive than that. On misdemeanor offenses, it can also be more expensive. So there's no one number for everywhere. It does vary. It's set by the legislatures and the county boards about what those are. So really the best thing to do, quite honestly, is to talk to an attorney. What we don't want is we don't want this to be a surprise for you. So if you hire us to represent you in court, there is a possibility that you may be assessed court costs. Of course, we want to get your ticket dismissed, and of course, we want you to be found not guilty, but that doesn't happen in 100% of the cases. So let's have that conversation now. Let's talk about what might be best for you, both in the short term, of course, you want to avoid the court cost, but also let's talk about long term, because the cost of an insurance rate increase or the cost of losing your job because of what goes on your record can be far, far greater than a few $100s in court costs. So these are things that we discuss with our clients every single day. And we'll talk about it with you for free. and we'll talk about how it applies to your situation, where you have court, what the possible outcomes might be. So all you have to do is give us a call or send us a message, and let's chat about your specific situation. I hope you found this helpful. You have to keep court costs in the back of your mind as you handle these situations. So thank you for watching.